So I'm here today to talk about your Delta Dental Plan, your Delta Care USA dental plan. Within the plan that you have offered to you by Western Health Advantage, you have a comprehensive plan that's very easy to use, and you have a broad range of coverage. You have set copays as defined in your plan benefit materials, which also includes specific co-payments, so you know exactly what you will need to pay for any services that you need. So there's definitely no surprises with that. You're only paying the co-payment at the time of treatment. You're also getting a great benefit in that you get preventive coverage with no co-payment, and that includes routine cleanings and exams. There's no deductibles or maximums, so you have access to unlimited services based on the plan that's set in place for you and whatever those limitations are, but you have access to all sorts of services. There's no maximum. You don't have to fill out any claim forms, and there's no restrictions on pre-existing conditions either. Next slide. Your coverage is very comprehensive, as I mentioned. You have access to services like oral exams, cleanings, x-rays, crowns, oral surgery, root canals, periodontal scaling, and root planing. That is a deep cleaning that a lot of times seniors may need, and your general dentist will oftentimes do an assessment to see if that's something that you need. I'm happy to say I just had an appointment and I did not need these services, but they're there for you if you need them. And dentures or prosthodontics are also covered in your plan. This is kind of a sample of what the copay schedule looks like within your evidence of coverage. As you can see, I just pulled a snip of some of the codes just so you can see what it looks like, but these are all your diagnostic codes, and there's no cost for these codes. There are some limitations for certain benefits, and it's called frequencies and limitations, and they're listed in the copay schedule that's available to you within your evidence of coverage, so that it's clear to you and the dentist what things might not be covered when you're accessing services. Choosing the right dentist, obviously that's super important. And choosing your primary care dentist can be done online or by phone. If you are a new enrollee, we will assign a dentist to you, but you are able to change that appointment if necessary, or I'm sorry, that dentist, not appointment. So you're able to choose that dentist, make the appointment, visit the dentist, and pay your copay. There's nothing else that you really need to do when you're trying to access your dental coverage. So you are required to have a primary care dentist, and that dentist manages your care and refers you out to specialists as needed. So as I just mentioned, we do assign dentists, but you're able to change that. You can also search on the website to find a dentist as well, or you could call our customer service line to make that change as well. Selections made by the 15th of the month are effective immediately, and selections made on or after the 16th of the month are effective the 1st of the following month. As I kind of mentioned, you're assigned to that dentist, and you must visit that dentist. Any services you might receive from a different dentist wouldn't be covered by the plan. So this is what we call a microsite that's available to members. And I've listed the website right there. You can click on Find a Dentist tab, and you can search by name, address, landmark, city, or zip code. And you can narrow your search by specialty. If you have a certain language that you are interested in the dentist speaking, you can search by that. So there's all sorts of search features to help you find the right dentist.
Kim, I want to kind of pause the screen right here. One of the questions that came in was you were you're presenting was where can we get a list of dentists? And this page right here will show us that website. I just want people to be able to see that and write that down.
Right. There's also a principal directory right above. You can kind of see it under Find a Dentist.
Right
You
in
can
here.
click that as well. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Just another slide that shows you how you can kind of narrow your search. When I did this, I just searched on Sacramento dentists, and it shows you how many that I was able to find through that search. And this is where you can refine it to search by language or whatever other features, zip code, whatever meet your needs in terms of finding a dentist. Within the directory, there's a couple features called DentaQual and Yelp. When choosing this dentist, you can get advice you need from sources you can trust. We're the first dental carrier to have 2 independent third-party platforms for online dentist reviews and quality ratings. So DentaQual offers you objective, easy to understand quality care information regarding feedback on the dentist. And Yelp, I'm sure most of you are familiar with that, is more subjective, and but it does offer, sort of some anecdotal feedback about what other people think about that dentist as well. So that could be helpful if you're needing to pick a new dentist. Let's talk about managing treatment plans. It's easy to plan for your dental expenses. You'll discuss your proposed treatment with the dentist to understand the cost prior to beginning the treatment. The dentist will provide a treatment plan that includes all the costs, as well as potential alternate treatments recommended. And your evidence of coverage booklet, those codes that I showed you, shows what those co-payments are. You also can request a pre-treatment estimate from Delta Dental. You can call us and provide that treatment plan, and we can provide a summary of all the codes that the dentist is wanting, or I'm sorry, the treatment that the dentist is wanting to do, and we'll provide the corresponding copays and whether it's covered or not covered, so that you're clear on exactly what you're going to need to pay for your treatment plan. So I think that's a nice benefit available to members as well. Let's see, where's my ID card? When you go to the dentist, an ID card is not necessary, but you are sent one when you join the plan, along with a welcome letter. You can also get a card online. If you go on to that microsite listed there, www.deltadental, etc., you can go ahead and print a card as well. But again, you don't have to have a card to access services. I know some people like to have one, so it is there for you if you'd like to have one. Customer service, we have a great customer service center. They're trained on your benefits. They can pull up your benefits. They can help you find a dentist. They can get any language translation that you might need, whatever you might need regarding your dental plan. The custom phone number is listed there. For simple questions, there's also an automated phone system available 24/7 as well. So that's a great resource for any time that you have any sort of questions about your plan. I've talked about your microsite, which is listed here. That's where you can search for dentists, review your plan benefits. There's a link that says about your plan, and you'll be able to see the benefits available to you. There's some common questions that might help you with your dental plan as well. We also have articles, recipes, videos, and information about oral health and wellness. And there's also a great newsletter that we have called Grin that is a wellness e-magazine that you might be interested in signing up for to get an email regarding that quarterly as well. So that's kind of a summary of your Delta Dental benefits, and I hope that was helpful, and I'm happy to take any questions that you might have.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Kim, very much. I'm looking at the Q&A and chat, and it looks like my colleague has been answering some of the questions that have come through. So thank you, Elisa. I appreciate that. Kim, one of the questions we get, in the Medicare sales queue line when we take incoming calls about the
Uh-huh,
Delta Dental is, when they first become a member and,
uh-huh,
they're getting sent their Western Health, Medicare Advantage ID card, and they're inquiring about, using Delta Dental for the first time.
uh-huh.
Um, how would they necessarily go about, getting that first appointment? Yes, they can look on the website, find the dentist they want to go to. It's a match. It's maybe real close to their home. Do they need a call to set an appointment? Obviously, with that dentist, or do they need to like make prior arrangements so that they're on like a directory for a dentist that's given a feed that knows that this is going to be a patient of theirs? How does that work?
Yeah, so we're gonna make that assignment for a new member to a dentist that's close to their home. And of course, as I talked about, they can change it. But the dentist is provided a monthly roster of the members that are assigned to that office. So they have that. And we also have a system called provider tools where providers have access to look up eligibility and they can look up the benefits. They can, deal with claims, all that sort of stuff is available to that dentist. So yeah, the member would want to just call and make an appointment. That's really all they have to do.
Very simple.
Yeah.
Um, and then kind of another question is you talked about in your presentation about a treatment plan and kind of figuring
Uh-huh.
out cost.
Uh-huh.
So they go see the dentist and the dentist evaluates, what type of work needs to be done. They're going to give out like a printout or an explanation of all the different codes that they then could call the Delta Dental representative to kind of get a estimate of cost and then have to go back to, have the work done if they agree to that.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it would work.
Okay.
And it's a great idea, especially if there's a lot of services like you need to have a tooth pulled because you need to get, or not pulled, but you need a crown, you want dentures, whatever it is, there might be several codes and you want to be sure that everything's covered and that you're clear on what the expense is going to be for you.
Okay, that's great. That's fantastic. Excellent, excellent information. Okay. As I was kind of just chatting with you and having these questions answered, I don't see any other questions here. One thing I would like to add to all the folks that are listening is that, this is, as Kim announced in the presentation, a very comprehensive benefit. A lot of times people think, Kim, that's just, for cleanings, general, very general dentistry. This is comprehensive. There's no waiting periods. There's no annual maximum benefit, meaning, there's not like $1,000 or $1,500 annual
Right, which
maximum limit.
goes pretty quickly if you're on that type of plan.
Right.
You get one
Right.
crown and a cleaning and you've hit that maximum. So yeah,
Right,
it's really
right.
great. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's really important for folks to understand that this is a very robust dental offering.
It really is. Yeah. As I kind of mentioned on that one slide, you have access to the cleanings, the perio cleanings, all sorts of oral surgery, everything that you might need.
Okay. And then I do have one question that came in. When is this coming in the mail? So, and how do you know who your assigned dentist is? Those are two different questions I'm just getting now. So I think
So
the
as a
mail
new
might be the
member, once
ID
we
card.
receive eligibility, we go ahead and send out that ID card and dentist assignment and the welcome letter. So depending on when the new hire starts, it depends on when the letter might go out. Probably takes maybe a week or two once we get the eligibility information. And I'm sorry, what was the second question?
Yeah, and how do you know who your assigned dentist is? Well, I think you just kind of answered that.
Yeah, you can actually get that on the IVR without having to talk to customer service, or you can call customer service, and I believe you can see it if you set up a account through the microsite through Delta Dental. You'll be able to see that.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right, folks, any other questions here before we end the presentation? One thing I do want to point out to folks that are, newly members with us is that we are having some upcoming webinars in our Let's Talk webinar series. I want you to take a look at this screen here. It looks like our next one is on Wednesday, March the 6th, where we're going to be talking about our chiropractic and acupuncture and IMED benefits. And then on March the 7th, which is, I believe, Friday, maybe Thursday, yeah, Thursday, the Mom's Meals. And this will wrap up our Let's Talk Benefits series for 2024. So, all right, wait a minute. Looks like we might have another question here. What is IVR?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the interactive voice response. So when you call the 800 number, there's a menu to follow, like when you're calling for other, things in your life. Or you can hit a button that gets you a live person.
Right. Understood. Okay.
Sorry about that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know we use the acronyms. What's the phone? Okay. The phone number, I can give that to you. I'll say it slowly. The phone number to Delta Dental's customer service is toll-free 855-370-3653. I'll say it again, 855-370-3653. Okay. All right. Well, Kim, I'll let you go on with the rest of your day, and everyone else, thank you again for your time this morning, and I hope you enjoy your new Delta Dental benefits. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye now.